Welcome back to Wake Up America Weekend. I'm Tom Basili. In the ongoing fight between parents and school boards nationwide, the FBI has now created what they're calling threat tags to monitor alleged harassment of educators, in accordance with that now infamous memo issued by the Justice Department calling parents domestic terrorists. For more on this, let's bring in the president of Parents Defending Education, Nicole Neily. Good morning. Good to see you again, Nicole.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. So,
Nicole, an email from a whistleblower released yesterday by the House Judiciary Committee Republicans, it says, we ask that your offices apply the threat tag to investigations and assessments of threats specifically directed against school board administrators, school board members, teachers, and staff. Talk to us about what's going on here.
Sure. So this is a joint memo between the criminal division of the FBI and the counterterrorism division. So they want to collect statistics on these things, and then they also tell officers or tell agents to figure out whether there might be the possibility for federal investigations. Is there a federal nexus? Are there potential violations that can be charged? And so when we think back to when Merrick Garland was testifying both before the House Judiciary Committee and the Senate Judiciary Committee, and he said, I can see no reason or no time that any parents would ever be investigated for domestic terrorists or, have things like the Patriot Act used against them. I mean, well, this memo from the FBI shows that either he didn't know what was going on, which is concerning, or he was lying, which is also concerning. And so I think the American people deserve some real answers on this.
You think the creation of the tag edu officials is chilling to parents' First Amendment rights? You think it's having
Absolutely.
An impact?
Yes. From the day that DOJ memo came out, we heard from parents across the country who were terrified. They were dissuaded, and that is what it seems to have been the point. America First Legal had sent a letter to the Inspector General. They had a lot of insider information, both from the White House and the Department of Justice, saying that, they wanted this to happen. They wanted a memo sent by not the usual suspects, so basically not the teachers' unions, because they were worried about the political implications of all these active parents. And so parents were chilled, they are scared, and they have been dissuaded from participating in the political process, which is a violation of the First Amendment rights. Absolutely inappropriate.
To your point, Nicole, the Judiciary Committee Republicans posted a letter to Merrick Garland on Twitter yesterday about his October 21st testimony, saying, quote, that he willfully misled the committee about the nature and extent of the department's use of federal counterterrorism tools to target concerned parents at school board meetings. You believe that he misled the committee. What do you think the next step needs to be here?
Without a doubt, there should be an investigation. But I mean, the American people deserve heads to roll. How dare their elected officials at the federal level chill parental involvement? We have a constitutional right to petition our government for redress of grievances, of which there are many. Parents are being mistreated and disrespected by school officials, by school board members. When they raise those issues, they are mocked, they are derided by not only these elected officials, but also by members of the press. And for their political participation to be considered a threat to this administration is the ultimate insult. And so I would love to see people resign for this.
Parents are pushing back, but the education complex is pushing back as well. We're still continuing to get reports of just radical behavior in these school districts. I'd like to get your reaction to the report this week that a New Hampshire student was suspended from his school for saying that there are two genders.
It's not surprising. We've seen this for years at the college level. It's definitely trickled down to the K-12 level. There are compelled speech issues. Students are forced to say things that they don't believe in, be it these, pronouns or gender issues or issues of race, confessing their privilege. And so there are problems up and down the school system, and that is what parents are upset about.
Yeah.
And again, when they raise these issues, they're made fun of. They're made to feel like they're the bad people for caring, for having opinions. Our schools now feel that it's their role to deprogram students from the values that children have learned from their families at home. That's not their role. We're seeing student achievement suffer.
Yeah, definitely not their role. I've only got about 30 seconds, but I got to get your take on this story out of Arizona where a school board president was caught collecting a dossier on parents, including pictures of their homes, their professional licenses, the deeds to their houses. Why isn't the Department of Justice investigating that guy instead of the parents?
It's a terrific question. I mean, we don't see the Department of Justice going after real bad guys, of which there are many across the country, the ones who are looting our cities, the ones who are actually being violent and threatening other Americans. And so it's a wonderful question and something that, again, the Attorney General really should answer for.
All right, Nicole Neily, we're going to have to leave it there. We certainly appreciate your time with us this morning and your efforts.